Denny Daniel is the founder of the Museum of Interesting Things. It's a traveling museum that Daniel says he created to inspire kids. Daniel brought his collection of historic and unique artifacts to Washington Park School last December. Daniel says that he's been collecting since he was a kid. He was so motivated that it's become his career.
The museum has been around for 5 years, but I've been collecting and loving antiques and history and literature my whole life. It was one of my majors at NYU, and I actually worked at Statue of Liberty Ellis Island Foundation for over 5 years. So that's some of the influence. And I worked for a lot of nonprofits helping kids out, so I like the idea of, inspiring kids.
To gather a collection like this over the course of many years, Daniel uses different methods.
Like I said, the collection I've been getting since I was a child, but I stepped it up when I realized that I want to do this museum to inspire kids with my collection. So I started buying things that I call the missing link factor, that they show you all the links in the chain for inventions, and I get them from everywhere. So sometimes I'll be just driving to Washington, and on the way I'll find a couple of items, or somebody will say, "I love what you do, and I've got an old record player. Can I donate it?" Or I'll go online and I'll say, "Oh, I'm interested in Viewmasters." And then I'll find out that there's a talking Viewmaster. And I'm like, what's a talking Viewmaster? And then I'll start buying all of those and then learning about 3D and buying those. So it's kind of organic. I learn just like the kids do on the way.
Daniel says that there are some rare and priceless items in his collection.
There's a couple of items that are iconic and have an enormous, that have a good value to them. The cipher machine from World War II, which is like the American version of almost like an Enigma machine. That is one of my most priceless items that I find beautiful. The Edison cylinder is another item that is one of the high value items. And also we're now getting, believe it or not, from that TV show, The American Pickers, they're getting us something called a Curta, which is a math device that's a kind of a spindle calculator, and that's like the holy grail of those things.
What is that phonograph worth?
Go
ahead.
And the pigeon parachute is another one that's extremely rare and very hard to find and expensive.
During our interview, Daniel made the point that high tech didn't start in the last decade. It has advanced and evolved throughout the last century.
I think it's important for people to realize what I call the missing link factor, all the links in the chain until their iPhone, because otherwise it becomes like the pyramids. It becomes mysterious, and then we can't either fix them or make them better.
Daniel says that one of his goals is to inspire kids to tinker. This means that he wants to be curious and explore the possibilities. You'll never know what you'll come up with. Nicole Martinez, TBN.